Welcome to the channel. Shedeur Sanders made his much anticipated debut. It's not a debut that I would have wanted. Let's break it down, because I see a lot of folks are overreacting on this situation. And you can tell folks are not really fan of sports. They just dislike one player and they wait for that player to have a bad moment so they could be like, see, I told you so. Now, me, I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan. I got no reason to not like the guy. I got no reason to hate on the guy. I want to see him succeed, man. But look, it got a lot of people out here that they don't like him just the color of his skin, man. Or they don't like him just because he's the son of a great Hall of Fame football player, Shedeur Sanders. But look, let's break this down. First off, Shedeur Sanders played awful. Yes, he did. He even told you so in the press conference. He played awful. He hates to lose. He's about winning. Winning was instilled in his DNA when he was a baby, man. So when he lose, he don't feel right. A lot of folks, they like to see him with his head down, looking confused. Let's talk about that. I gotta give Shedeur Sanders a round of applause because he went in the game and he did exactly what I expected him to do. No, I didn't expect him to enter that game and throw complete 50, 60, 70% of his passes. See, I live in the real world. I knew that the Baltimore Ravens were a hungry team coming into this game, starving for a win. You know? And I know that the Cleveland Browns, no matter who's the quarterback, they're one of the worst organizations in football. Shedeur Sanders was thrown in the fire. He played less than a half of football, people, and they got folks out here breaking down his film, talking about him like he didn't have a few starts under his belt. This is sad that we hate on this young man like we do. You know, he played awful, but look what he got to work with, man. Of course, timing was off. Of course, receivers were going one route, he was throwing the ball to another route. That happens when you haven't practiced with the first string team. You know? Coaching is just horrible with this team. They expected Shedeur Sanders to pull a rabbit out of the hat and get them a win against one of their division rivals. It doesn't work like that, man. First of all, Shedeur Sanders' confidence was wrecked. The organization wrecked his confidence. They took his confidence away. And now on a split of a dime, you want him to forget about everything, enter the game, and supposedly do your job. Nah. First off, how about the organization do their job? Ain't no way in hell you telling me Dylan Gabriel is a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. Did you see how Dylan Gabriel got hurt? He looked like he didn't even know what he was doing. You feel me? Like, it's sad, man. You know, I got people on the internet. Oh, he was a 5th round pick. I expected him to be this trash. You just a hater, and you probably ain't where you supposed to be in life, so you hate on everybody else that's trying to do something with their life. It's just sad, man. People will make excuses. They will just make excuses. Even if Shedeur was to go out and throw 50, 60% of his passes in this game, they still try to find a way to make it seem like he's not an NFL quarterback and he's not ready. No, he wasn't ready for this game. But with preparation, working with the team, building chemistry, with the blessing of the organization, Shedeur Sanders can do some things. You feel me? I'm not sure if it's going to be with the Cleveland Browns, but he's definitely an NFL quarterback, man. Hell, what they talking about. When you look at Shedeur Sanders, he is a rookie. Like, It bothers me that folks really expected him to go win that game. That either shows you a lunatic or you don't watch football. You got no respect for the Ravens. Because ain't no way the Ravens was going to let Shedeur come in there and beat them. It just wasn't going to happen. Kyle Hamilton, when he got that sack on him, I ain't like that at all. You call yourself trying to show up Shedeur Sanders. Man, y'all 4-5 at the moment, man. Cut it out. You feel me? Y'all still may not make the playoffs. But you out there showing up a guy who was thrown in the fire, who played less than a half, who's just learning everything on the fly. He gets no respect from me on that one. You feel me? My thing is with the coaches, Dylan, it's a chance that Dylan Gabriel was going to get hurt. Man, they refused to let Shedeur Sanders take reps, man. Man, you see backup quarterbacks that never going to get into the game take reps with the first team at times. Just in case things like this happen. Just in case. You think Mason Rudolph never took first reps with the starting squad? Knowing Aaron Rodgers is 50 years old? Come on, man. They set him up for failure. And then they want him to save him. Man, they don't go like that, man. Players are human beings at the end of the day. We have feelings. Coaches want players to go out and be like robots. No feelings, just go do your job. It don't work like that, man. It never did, it never will. Another thing, you can't really blame this loss on him. Ain't none of this was Shedeur Sanders' fault. You feel me? You got to blame the referees and the organization for screwing this man, bruh, out of an equal opportunity. Because when you look at this game, it had a crucial play in this game, where the defense jumped offside. Clear as day. The offensive lineman got pissed, because he knew they were cheated. There were moments in this game where the offensive lineman wasn't even blocking for Shedeur Sanders. We all know Shedeur Sanders holds the ball a little too long, but he ain't going to be able to hold the ball if they can't block for him. This was just sad. You got receivers out there, man. This man first time running the offense. Help him out. Run your route. When you see y'all not on the same page, adjust your route, man. Throw your hands up, show that you're open. The Browns just let the Ravens just beat them up in this one, And I didn't like that. It was like they were playing, but they were trying to sit back and see if Shedeur Sanders was going to turn into Superman and lead them to victory. Football's a team sport the last time I checked. Every man must do their job and do their job well for you to win. If one man don't do his job, that team loses. You feel me? And that's what we witnessed, man. This not about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders will be fine.